So your child has been bullied and you decide to take matters into your own hands. Interesting. Anyway, before I forget my manners, let me just introduce myself. How you doing? Okay, straight to the point. Hi, everybody. My name is Daisy, and as you know, I am the attorney. Your lawyer here, who's going to be breaking matters without shying away, cringing topics, and I am all for social justice, without any fear or prejudice. So let's get into this, right? I know this topic is very, very sensitive, and not everybody is going to agree with that. I'm going to say, but I am here to equip you with knowledge. Instead of acting out of emotions, rather listen to what I am about to teach you, right? Now, I know that perhaps maybe your child, your nephew, your niece, anybody out there, your grandchild, they might be on the receiving end of what we would name or rather call it as bullying, right? Either in their school, transport, or in the playground, playing with their friends, whatever the case may be. Be that as it may, this is what you need to know. And I know and I sympathize with all of you because of bullying is never nice for anybody. I'm just using nice as a lack of a better word. It is very traumatizing. It is very denting and damaging to the child, like emotionally, psychologically, physically, and so forth, you know. And sometimes it could lead to now children ending up becoming very much suicidal. Some are even successful in committing that. And remember, there's bullying in a sense of verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and also physical abuse that might be taking place either in any of the three premises that I've alluded to earlier on, right? Now, here's what you need to know. If it's happening or rather transpiring within the school premises, you need to familiarize yourself with the school policies. What does the school promise you? What does the school say about the school premises as to the safety of your child? Are they saying that your child is protected, looked after 24 hours, and so forth and so forth? And if this is happening now, you then understand that they failed your child, right? They failed your child, and we now need to take cognizance of the fact that we don't have to act out of emotions, but we also need to exhaust all the remedies before we take certain actions. What am I meaning when I'm saying take all the necessary remedies? I'm saying that if your child is now on the receiving end of now assault that is transpiring in school, either verbally, physically, or emotionally, right? Allow the child to report it to the teachers. And once the child is reporting it to the teachers, instead of teaching your child to fight back or like giving them karate lessons and so forth, because now we will not be seeing it as assault, because if your child is fighting back, it is then now perceived as a fight. Everybody was just protecting themselves. So it gives the other party, which could be the perpetrator in this sense, something to fall on to say that they too were now protecting themselves. They too were fighting back against the aggressor, or somebody was also fighting them back. Hence, I'm saying do not. I know it's very difficult to tell your child not to fight back, but here you need to give your child the trust to say that don't fight back. Let me help you fight back. Let me help you fight back. And when I say let me help you fight back, I don't mean that you as the parent should go and now start assaulting that child. Please guard against that. I see so many videos out there. It's quite heartbreaking because you're going to end up in prison. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. And that on its own, it's a original court matter. No district is dealing with assault of a minor. Like, we don't deal with minors in the district court. It is automatically original court matter. Original court, they are even able to implement 10 years and even more. So are you willing to now, for the safety of your child, to have yourself now being imprisoned simply because of you were not able enough to hold your emotions simply because of the frustration? Guys, let's not act out of emotions, but out of logic. Use this. Rather use this in what I'm teaching you, right? So be that as it may, report the matter to the teacher. Allow your child to report the matter to the teacher, and also allow the child, give them that safe place to come and report everything to you. And once everything has been reported to you, consult with the principal and say that, okay, this has been brought to my attention that so and so child has done 1, 2, 3, What did you do about it? Inquire from the school as to what are their remedies when dealing with these matters. Most of the schools, be it private or government institutions, they end up actually giving these children forms. Like, it's like a naughty form. It has different colors. That's how they deal with them in different schools. Yellow being this, green, whatever, whatever, red, whatever, whatever, whatever. In actual fact, I feel like they are failing the children because of nowhere in real life do you find criminals just being given a yellow form, a green form, and whatnot, because they are saying to us that they're not preparing the children for the real world. And such behavior can very much proceed even in the real life. They can just beat up people thinking that, oh, I'm just going to get a form. What are you doing, schools? Be that as it may, let me just proceed with this, right? So you exhaust all the remedies within the school. When you exhaust the remedies, I mean, yes, they have reported it, they dealt with it the way that they deal with it. It happens again for the second time. You follow up. What have you done, right? Have you followed all due procedures? Hence, I asked, familiarize yourself as to what is the remedies? What do you do, right? Because of should you then now take this matter into court, the court is going to wonder, did you, like, okay, at school, did you guys follow up? Did you take and exhaust all the remedies that the school provides in dealing with such natures? And if not, it could actually be a problem, right? They could be like, now go back to school. So hence I saying lay the bases. When I'm saying lay the bases, make sure that you have not left any stone unturned. You have exhausted all the remedies that should you then now decide to take this matter, because of it is both criminal and civil matter, you are able to sue the school, the Department of Education, provided also that there are severe implications, like your child is now having mental issues, like they're very depressed, they're very anxious, they're not eating and so forth, and it's going to cost you obviously to have psychologists, medical bills, and so forth and so forth, right? So once you've exhausted all the remedies, the school has done all that it can in dealing with the matters and everything has been exhausted. However, such behavior still persists, right? And I have also inquired with my prosecutor colleague there, friend there, to say how, because she deals with children, like with children matters, like where the litigants, the accused persons and the victim are both minors, right? How do you deal with this? And she said something very important, to say that no child just goes and wakes up and starts to bully another child. This brings about an underlying problem that the bully could also be facing. You might find that the other child is also being bullied at home, either by an uncle, so it's a cry for help. So, social workers and so forth can also be involved, right? In that case, the school has done all that it has exhausted all its remedies. However, such behavior is still persisting. Please take legal actions. Go and open a case against that child. If it was assault, go open an assault against that perpetrator. If it's different ones, if it's that one, is this, if it's that one, uh, open a case against all of them, and when you're opening a case against all of them, then it gives you leeway, because now if anything that happens during school hours within the school premises, the school is going to be liable. If your child dies in school, the school is going to be held liable, and not just the school but the Department of Education as well, right? Hence I say this thing actually has both criminal and civil charges that one is able to implement, right? So as opposed to now you being angry at the bully and deciding to take matters into your own hands, ma'am, you could very much be facing criminal charges against yourself, and not ending up to fend for that child, and let alone protect them, because you will be incarcerated. You will also be lessening your chances of actually getting employed, because you might end up having a criminal record. So be smart. Be smart about certain things, right? And I know also I've had a case where my client was accused of assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm against their stepchild. A broom allegedly was involved, and so forth and so forth. That on its own, like I said, it was a regional court matter. However, the regional court decided not to prosecute, and not to prosecute, it doesn't mean that they withdrew the charges. No, they just allowed the district court to deal with the matter. And that on its own, this is for lawyers as well, it's the charge needs to change. It's no longer going to be assault GBH, because district court does not deal with assault GBH of minors. So the charge automatically changes from assault GBH to now assault common, right? So assault common is perceived more of a lighter charge, as opposed to where they tend to do grievous bodily harm, even though an object was used, even though the the injuries were very severe. So please take cognizance of everything that I'm saying. Do not take matters into your own hands. So rather involve the law. So yeah, bye, you guys. That's all for now.